Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high, cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up, weekdays. Catch us live, somebody, let's go.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Pascal Show. I hope you guys are all doing well out there. Man, it's Wednesday. It's hump day. Woo! What a week it has been so far. I hope you guys are all well out there. Enjoying your day, enjoying your time, making it positive, making it beautiful, making it productive is all get out, okay? Wherever you are watching this show right here, because let's be real. I just saw in the comments some people are watching in other necks, in other corners of the world right here. And you know, some of y'all already had your morning coffee. Some of y'all already had your work day. Some of y'all are wrapping up your day. You see what I'm saying? So I'm very blessed to have you guys here with me to watch this third and allegedly final installment. And there's a reason why I say alleged, because there's some that's we're going to hear in a second, in a little while in this video. But allegedly, this is the final breadcrumb of this interview between Amber Heard and Savannah Guthrie. Officially, this is the final big-ass chunk of bread that they're going to be putting out here until they actually premiere the entire interview on Friday. And I'm still wondering, I still have some questions, because even for myself, I keep wondering if this is the whole interview, or if this is just a very big chunk, and we're about to see like another half hour of just absolute madness, and another half hour of watching Amber Heard try to dodge and finesse through all this BS. And all these good questions. I'll be honest. Damn good questions that Savannah Guthrie has been asking Amber Heard throughout this entire interview. It is absolutely phenomenal. And I say that, I'll say what I need to say when we get through the actual interview itself. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every single last one of y'all. Love all y'all. I love that you guys are coming in. Do me a favor before we jump into these things, because we're going to jump right into it here very shortly. Do me a favor, hit that like button down below, all right? And do not forget, send it past 100 likes. I see a bunch of y'all starting to file in. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And do not forget, if you haven't done it yet, I don't know what to tell you, but crush that damn subscribe button, all right? Subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know whenever I go live and all that, or whenever I pop up with a pop-up video, because I have another one coming around the corner, over a story that I've been covering over the past few months. There's some new updates regarding a missing persons situation, which we are going to be talking about in a pop-up video. So be sure to tune in to that if you've been following that particular story, or if you're just interested in hearing about it, because some major news just dropped last night, earlier this morning. So we are going to be talking about that a little bit later on. So please hit that subscribe button. It'd be greatly appreciated, and it'd be great to have you a part of the Pascal Show family. I also, of course, have that Patreon down below, patreon.com/the Pascal Show. Got the Cash App, and of course, that's in the ticker. And I also have that join button if you just want to support the channel. All right, help a brother out, support the channel, hit that join button, become a family member. That'd be greatly appreciated. Okay, anyway, we got to get into these stories, because I know that's what y'all are here for. Okay, we got some things we got to talk about. We got part 3. Okay, Rando part 3. Okay, we got part 3 of this interview between Amber Heard and Savannah Guthrie about obviously the verdict that just recently came out of her losing terribly against Johnny Depp in this $100 million defamation lawsuit. All right. And it's fascinating. I know this is not the greatest photo, but this is the conversation that they had. And so for those of y'all who are watching right now that are sitting here going, wait a second, this looks very familiar. Why is she wearing the same clothes? It's because it's the same damn show. It's the same damn interview. Okay. So I just want to make sure that you guys know that. It is the same interview. They've just been cutting out big old chunks of this mother lover. Okay. And let me tell you something, guys. This is the penultimate episode of this Amber Heard saga, I think. Unless something pops off after Friday, I am going to be closing this chapter on this Amber Heard story, on this Amber Heard saga, unless something huge happens. Because like I said, there's so many other stories we need to talk about, so many other things that are popping off like crazy that we need to talk about outside of this. Okay. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to talk about Amber Heard or Johnny Depp. I'm just saying, unless she does some other huge salacious interview where she's lying through her teeth throughout the entire thing, we will be moving on to greater pastures to talk about other things that are going on in the world, because other things matter too. Okay. But like I said, this is a big, big piece of the interview. We are going to watch it together as a family because this is just absolutely ridiculous. She still jumps through she's just jumping through these hoops. I don't think she's jumping through them successfully. We're going to go through this. And like I said, I can't play the entire thing in its entirety because of, you know how it be. Okay. So I will be reacting, doing piece by piece, chunk by chunk with you guys, going through it with you guys, and hopefully having a grand old time with you guys. Okay. Because this one's pretty damn hilarious too. So without further ado, let's jump into this bad boy, shall we? Okay, so obviously it's a little pixelated here, so I apologize for that, but them are the breaks. That's how it's given to me. It will clear up here in just a second, but just giving you guys a heads up. Hit that like button down below. Do not forget to do that. Hit that subscribe button as well, and let's get into this thing. There's so much to talk about. This is only about less than 9 minutes long, so let's rock and freaking roll, and we will talk about all these things, okay? All right.
The text message where Johnny promises total global humiliation for you. Do you feel like that came true?
I know he promised it. I testified to this. I'm not a good victim. I get it. I'm not a likable victim. I'm not a perfect victim. But when I testified, I asked the jury to just see me as human and hear his own words.
Okay.
Which is a promise to do this. It feels as though he has.
Amber Heard.
Okay. For me, it's the look down, look back up thing. I'm sorry. It's hard to take this woman seriously when you see her tells. You know, everybody got to tell when they're lying. Everyone got to tell when some people are really good at lying. Okay. Some people are amazing at lying. Some people it's easy for them to just lie through their teeth. Bingo. But some people have a tell. Some people have a little bit of a tick that they do to either add more drama to what they're saying. And that's exactly what she's doing right there. It's the look down. For her, I feel like that is her tell. She looks down. She takes a big sigh because she knows that if she brings in the deep sigh and the dramatics, that bingo, people are going to believe her because she's a woman in distress. And that's absolute BS. All right. Anytime she looks down or talks out of the side of her mouth or bites her bottom lip, she's full bold-faced lying. She doesn't even believe her own lies, but she got to say them now. She set everything on the sand. There's nothing she can do about it. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing she can do about it except unless she wants to face perjury, she has to just keep riding this out, you know? And it's really, really sad. Let's continue.
Heard reflecting on the ripple effects of her tumultuous trial with Johnny Depp.
Having been found liable, are you nervous as we are here today about what you can say now?
Of course. I took for granted
Lying.
what I assumed was my right to speak.
Do you feel like you could be sued again by him for defamation?
I'm scared that no matter what I do, no matter what I say or how I say it, every step that I take,
every move you make
will present another opportunity for this sort of silencing, which is what I guess the defamation lawsuit is meant to do.
Okay, let me say this. The defamation lawsuit is made and it was created because of you writing that op-ed. Obviously, we're going to get into the op-ed conversation here, but this is all created because of the op-ed that you put out there. Then you went out and did a whole smear campaign. You, your PR team, etc., went out there and tried to create a narrative, right? You created this narrative. All on social media, which is also the funny part. The funny part of it all is that you blame the internets, you blame social media for the verdict, yet you are using social media and the media, in fact, to defame as you said, a beloved character. It's just funny how the pendulum swings back, but it just hits you where it splits, it looks like, Amber. That's what it seems like right now. It's hitting you where it splits you. And that sucks. That sucks. But this is the bed you made. You might as well lie in it. Let's continue. She's like, oh, I can't have the freedom to speak anymore. Well, you're on this show right now. You're on a platform, a large platform in which millions and millions of people watch. Everybody who watches the Today Show knows exactly who the hell Savannah Guthrie is. Okay? Everybody knows. Man, there are people that line out the door, or not out the door, but around the block in New York City, just so that they can stand outside the windows and go, you're telling me you're not on a platform where you're telling me that you're being silenced? You are on a very big show right now. We, all of us, are watching this show right now. And you're telling me you're silenced right now? Trust me, if she was to continue on this wave right now, not wait a couple months, but if she just continued on this wave, she could easily get on other channels and other platforms, other shows to continue her smear campaign. She's not silenced. She's not retracting or stopping any of the words that are coming out of her mouth. She's not sitting there going, I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to talk about that. I'm sorry, because of this, I'm not allowed to talk about that. No, you're still talking, girl. You still yapping. The same BS that you did in the trial. So you tell me about this whole thing of not being able to speak out, losing your freedom of speech when you're on a show, speaking on the same stuff, still talking ill on this dude's name, still keeping that man's name in your effing mouth. Make it make sense, y'all. Make it make damn sense. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every single corner of the world that's watching this show right now. Do me a favor, comment, put it in the comments where you're watching this show right now. I know for a fact we got people all over the world, and I want to show some love and give some shout outs to all y'all that are watching from all around the world. So please do me a favor, put in the comments where you are watching this show right now. And while you do that, as we continue on, please do me a favor, hit that like button down below. Send it past 500 likes on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, hit that follow button and also hit that like button on the feed as well. That would really mean a lot. Follow me on Twitter. All right. The Pascal Show, one word, and let's keep rocking and rolling. I got some new merch that I'm going to show you guys in just a minute. I think you guys will really enjoy it. It's pretty damn funny. So anyway, let us continue here. Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone. I love all y'all. Welcome to the show.
It's meant to take your voice.
But
I'm
Amber
going to roll
is
that
still
back just a little
speaking,
bit.
just days after a
I'm going to roll that back
Which is what I guess the
just
defamation.
a little bit.
Every step that I take will present another opportunity for this sort of silencing, which is what I guess the defamation
Grease,
lawsuit
wow.
is meant to do. It's meant to take your voice.
But Amber is still speaking, just days after a jury stunned many and found the actress defamed Depp in an op-ed where she said she was a public figure
Here we
representing
go.
domestic abuse. The piece, which never mentioned Depp by name, was published 2 years after the couple announced they had settled their divorce.
Life had seemingly moved on, and you decide to write an op-ed. Why did you do that?
Because the op-ed wasn't about my relationship with Johnny.
But it alluded to him. It was unmistakable.
Yeah, come on, girl. Come on, Savannah. Come on, man. It's unmistakable, okay? It's unmistakable, all right? Uncle Stu, what's up? Salute. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I appreciate it. Yo. Come on, man. Come on, Savannah. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Like now I'm seeing it's coming out. Now I'm seeing the claws and the fangs coming out of Savannah. Finally, I'm gonna roll that just a little bit more because I know I interrupted that question, but this is ridiculous.
With Johnny.
But it alluded to him.
Mm-hmm.
It was unmistakable.
Right.
You know, what the op-ed was about was, me loaning my voice to a bigger cultural conversation that we were having at the time.
Did you worry?
Okay, I'm sorry. I got to roll that back. You know I got to, okay? Because I want to hear her response one more time because that's some BS. I'm sorry. I call BS on that ish. Hold on. Let me roll that one more time so I can react to that BS.
It was unmistakable.
You know, what the op-ed was about was, me loaning my voice to a bigger cultural conversation that we were having at the time.
Okay. Can I say something real quick? No one asked you to loan your voice. No one asked you to loan your voice. So you need to change the semantics here. You need to change the words here. Okay. You gave it. You willfully gave it. It was not a Miss Amber Heard, can we please have you write this op-ed for all the women of the world so that they can step forward and feel empowered. Speak truth to power, as she said in one of the videos or one of the breadcrumbs. Speaking truth to power. There was no loaning. She gave it. Oh, she did not donate. Okay? She did not pledge it even. That too. She didn't pledge it. She gave it willfully. Okay? She gave it willfully. There was no loan. All right? She did not loan her voice to this cause, to this hashtag, to this movement, all that stuff. Hell no. She saw an opportunity to scoop up a couple million bags. That is it. And ruin a man's career. Period. There was no loaning, y'all. There was no loaning. Let's continue. That's some BS. Like I said, she jumping through this obstacle course that Savannah Guthrie is throwing out. She's throwing out tires and swings and, ninja stars and all that stuff. And she's just trying to finesse. You know what I mean? She's trying to finesse through this. But I'm telling you, she's going to fail miserably. Let's continue.
Did you worry? Gosh, I'd love to be a person weighing in on these cultural issues, but that's going to stir this all up again.
I obviously knew it was important for me not to make it about him or to do anything like defame him. I had lawyers, teams of lawyers, review all the drafts of this.
When you
all the drafts. I'm sorry. I'm going to run that back just a little bit so we can get to that next question. All the drafts, huh? Okay. They were terrible lawyers. And let me just say that. You had a team of lawyers go through drafts. Okay. Yeah. Let's continue. Let's continue.
This. When you wrote this op-ed, it was the height of Me Too. Legions of powerful men being canceled, losing their jobs. Did you want that to happen to Johnny Depp?
Of course not.
That is a lie.
Of course not. It wasn't about him.
But
okay. And I know they're going to say Savannah's going to say some things here in a second with this, for the B-roll that she has of this trial and everything. But hold on. I need to run that back just one more time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just one more again. And I appreciate all y'all for being here and chopping it up with me. Thank you so much.
Being canceled, losing their jobs.
Yeah.
Did you want that to happen to Johnny Depp?
Mm-hmm.
Of course not.
Lies.
Of course not. It wasn't about him.
Lies.
But
okay. So she says it wasn't about him. But she said on the stand countless times that this is the reason why I wrote this thing, because it was about him. She did say over and over and over again that this was about Johnny Depp. She said it on the stand. So why would she sit here and start lying again about this BS? Man, she slipped up several times on the stand. We all saw it. So why would she sit here and say, oh no, this is not about Johnny Depp. It is about Johnny. It was about Johnny. And I even remember during the trial, she even said on the stand, she said, she tried to make this BS work, but she said the op-ed was about the 2.5 years after her relationship with Johnny. So she was in some volatile, terrible, abusive relationship for 2.5 years after Johnny Depp. She jumped through so many on the stand. She jumped through so many loopholes, so many. And she kept falling on her face. And she's still continuing to fall on her face right now. This girl straight lying, y'all. Straight lying.
But the op-ed and the abuse alleged was at the heart of the 6-week trial.
Just pulls his arm back with the phone and throws it at my face.
Mm-hmm.
Hit me right in it felt like my eye.
How does it feel like it's your eye if it's not? I'm sorry. I know I'm reacting to the testimony, but even this, you sit here and say, come on, this is a lie. Okay. This is a full on lie. Let me get some comments here. I see Lady Justice LJ in the house. What's up, girl? Good morning. The Pascal show, but then she got on the stand, I'm assuming. But then she got on the stand second time under cross-examination. Yes. And admitted it. She absolutely did. That's exactly what I was trying to, mention. The second time around, she's like, of course this is why I wrote it about him, because he always thinks everything's about him, so on and so forth. I mean, this woman straight up cap. Okay. Straight up lying. All right. But let's continue. This is just absolutely insane. I see a bunch of y'all in here. I see about almost 1,000 souls watching on all the channels right now. Do me a favor, hit that like button down below, send it past 1K. That'll be our goal for this stream. Okay. And do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Crush it. Okay. Let's continue.
Heard testified that the final straw came after a violent fight in May 2016. 6 days later, she filed for a restraining order, cameras capturing her as she left the courthouse.
Here we go.
But Depp's lawyers convinced the jury Heard was lying about the abuse. Police who responded to the 2016 incident testified during the trial that they didn't see any injuries and that Heard declined to file charges.
This was a hoax, is according to his team. Why didn't I cooperate with the police? As I've testified before, and I will stand by until my dying day, I didn't want to cooperate with them. I didn't want this to be out. I didn't want this to be known. I didn't want to cooperate with them because I didn't want this to be, I didn't want to get him in trouble. If it was a hoax, I could have done that.
But 5 days later, you went to court and it came out.
5 days later, I made the decision to stand up for myself and protect myself. You can't get a restraining order in private, which of course I didn't understand the night when the cops were called.
An employee of TMZ.
Okay, hold up. This piece right here is very important. So I need to roll that back because this is something that I want to talk to. This is very important. And I'll explain. You'll understand here in a second. So I need to run that back just a little bit, guys. Okay. Thank you.
To file charges.
This was a hoax, is according to his team.
Okay.
Why didn't I cooperate with the police? As I've testified before, and I will stand by until my dying day, I didn't want to cooperate with them. I didn't want this to be out. I didn't want this to be known.
Clearly you wanted to be known because you were out there in public and all that as well. But let's continue here. Hold on.
I didn't want to cooperate with them because I didn't want this to be, I didn't want to get him in trouble. If it was a hoax, I could have done that.
But 5 days later, you went to court.
Yep.
And it came out.
5 days later, I made the decision to stand up for myself and protect myself. You can't get a restraining order in private, which of course I didn't understand the night when the cops were called.
An employee of TMZ testified at court and said that TMZ was tipped off about when you were going to be going to the courthouse. And
Okay. Sorry, I don't mean to go back like that or stop that right there. I don't mean to tease y'all, but there's something that I wanted to mention here. And I want to play this one more time.
To stand up for myself and protect myself. You can't get a restraining order in private, which of course I didn't understand the night when the cops were called.
Okay. Now, this is very important. I wanted to pull this up really quick. To all my people out there that are currently watching this right now and are in the middle of DV, SA, or SV, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you are worried about it being public record, or if it's going to be exposed to the public or whatnot. You do whatever you need to do to get the hell out of the situation that you're in. So regardless, I just want to point that out because I know that a lot of people, it's for people who are in it right now or who have survived, it is a scary, scary thing to emancipate yourself from a situation such as what Amber Heard has been alleging Johnny Depp, like what she was in, alleging that she was in the middle of. And I just want to make that abundantly clear because I feel like this is just a bad example of someone who is obviously leaning on things that she's read or things that she's heard from a friend that was a survivor or that is a survivor or that is in it right now. And she is trying to use it to make it seem like what she is saying is absolutely authentic. And let me just say this. What she is saying is not authentic at all. In no way, shape, or form whatsoever is what she's saying accurate. If you feel that you have to put a restraining order on your spouse or your loved one that is putting harm onto your body, you go do it. She says, oh, I didn't know that when the cops showed up. I didn't know that or anything. Listen, at the end of the day, you are sitting there going, if you are in harm's way, you're going to do everything you can to protect yourself and get yourself out of harm. So don't listen to this woman at all. Seriously, if you are in a violent, terrible situation, you go running. You get out as quickly as you can. You don't just sit there. and stick around, concerned about the person that is doing the abuse, the abuser. You're not sitting there concerned about the abuser. You're concerned about not receiving the abuse anymore. So when I hear this to me isn't a lie. Cops showed up. There was plenty of opportunities. If she really was in dire straits, plenty of opportunities for her to step up and say something. Plenty of opportunities to say, hey, I need help. She had all of her friends there. None of her friends said anything during those times. Let's also point this out as well. Okay? Cops were in there. They saw no harm on her body. They saw no harm in the apartment. They saw nothing in disarray. So I just want to say that really quick to all y'all that are still in the ish right now, because I know some of y'all are. And I hope to God, in my heart of hearts, you find a way to get out. But damn, if you sit there and think about, the restraining order is public and blah, blah, blah. No. You file. You find refuge. And you get away from that person as quickly as possible. Do not listen to this woman. Do not. And for her to sit there and say, I didn't know it was public and whatnot, is absolute BS. But we're going to continue on here. I just wanted to make sure you guys heard that, because I heard that and that triggered me. And I'm not a survivor, nor am I a victim. Okay? But that did trigger me. Like, what is she trying to say here? And she's giving out the wrong message, in my personal opinion. But let's continue, okay? I love all you guys, and I want all y'all to be safe, because that's what matters. I don't give a damn if it's public record or not. You get the hell out of there as quickly as you bloody can. All right? Let's continue.
An employee of TMZ testified at court and said that TMZ was tipped off about when you were going to be going to the courthouse and on what side of your face bruises would be apparent. Did you tip off TMZ?
I was going to say, he certainly didn't get tipped off by me or
Did
anyone in my...
anyone you know tip off TMZ?
Why would they? No.
You ask no one to do that.
As I testified
Lies.
to before, it had nothing to do with me.
There are different incidents that you testified to, and the DEP legal team would put up pictures of you publicly right after that or in the days following and saying that why are there no bruises?
Again, it's that thing. If you have bruising, if you have injuries, it's fake. If you
Right.
don't have any, then you weren't injured.
You had
Okay. Sorry. I have one word. For you. Rihanna. Okay? Or Rihanna, however you say her name. Okay? Rihanna. Okay? Period. You cannot tell me, it angers me so much. Hold up. It's frustrating when you see somebody lying through their damn teeth. But look at these photos. We're going to go through this one more time. And you could tell she's lying right here. How she's, it just angers me, man. She's making a mockery of DV, a mockery of DV, SA, and SV. Everything under the sun of abuse. She is making a mockery of it. My dear God.
TMZ.
I was going to say, he certainly didn't get tipped off by me or
Did
anyone in my...
anyone
That's a lie.
tip off
Absolutely.
TMZ?
Why would they?
Okay, so real quick, I know that there's two different things I'm trying to react to right here. First off, there is footage out there where she literally says TMZ. There's deposition that she did years ago where she talks about tipping off TMZ and then has a Freudian slip, basically talking about TMZ, and she goes, "Oh, whoops, oh darn." Man, I'm going to look it up here in a second. I swear to God. And it pisses me off because right now she's still lying. She is still lying through her teeth. She is still doing this. And it's so damn frustrating. Okay? Making a mockery of this whole situation. All right. Let me continue on this part.
No.
You ask no one to do that.
As I testified to before, it had nothing to do with me.
There are different incidents that you testified to, and the DEP legal team would put up pictures of you publicly right after that or in the days following and saying,
I'm sorry, we got to run that back. You could tell that she's lying, even the way she is right here going, has nothing to do with me. And she has her neck out and all that. You know, for a fact, she is straight up cap when she does that kind of stuff. We already know her tells, y'all. We already know her body language and how she is and how she be. Okay. She's straight up cap. She's straight up lying. Period. I'm sorry, guys. I know there's some team herd out there. But at the same time, you're looking at this and you're saying, you look at the evidence you can't, and you see the other footage that she's done that they presented in court, showing her admitting about TMZ. Then you got Morgan Tremaine, I think his last name was, because there was two Morgans, which was very interesting. But at the same time, you had Morgan coming out, sitting there going, yo, she's straight up. She had people who contacted us. It came straight from her phone. The video of the wine glass and the breaking of the cabinets in the kitchen, you know, the kitchen video, TMZ getting tipped off on where to go and what side of her face the bruise is on and all that stuff. You don't think that didn't come from Amber Heard and Amber Heard's team? You got to be kidding me. You got to be absolutely kidding me. But let's continue. I'm going to rerun this part, because this part is ridiculous.
Ask no one to do that.
As I testified to before, it had nothing to do with me.
Lies.
There are different incidents that you testified to, and the DEP legal team would put up pictures of you publicly right after that or in the days following and saying that why are there no bruises?
Again, it's that thing. If you have bruising, if you have injuries, it's fake. If you don't have any, then you weren't injured.
Okay, Rihanna. I mean, I don't. Somebody should make a remix of this. Rihanna. I'm sorry, but I have no patience for someone to sit here and try to say something like this. Like she literally sat down and thought this over, and she's literally saying that this is logic. How the F is this logic, babes? How the hell is this logic? Oh, if you have bruises, then therefore you're lying. And if you don't have bruises, then what? She sat down and thought this over. Really? I'm going to roll that back because I can't believe she said that ish. Rihanna. Rihanna. Okay.
If you have bruising, if you have injuries, it's fake. If you don't have any, then you weren't injured.
You had promised to donate the $7 million of your divorce settlement to charity. It was
okay. We're going to get into the donating part of the segment, but you have bruising, then that shows, yes, that you were attacked, that you were viciously destroyed by a particular person. If you don't have bruising, then yeah, you are a freaking mutant. You are an X-Men. You should be the next female Wolverine, for crying out loud, because then obviously your body is impenetrable for bruises and all that stuff. Shoot, you're probably bulletproof then. But you're telling me that a guy kneels on your back, as one of your stories, kneels on your back, continuously does terrible things to you, and you have nothing to show of it, not one scratch, not one nothing? Just saying. Just seems a little strange to me. I got a super chat. Thank you so much for the $3. Laura Strada. Grand Rising Pascal and Pascalians. Hugs and snugs. Good morning to you as well. Okay. Thank you so much for the $3. And Auntie Eva, sorry. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Yes. Thank you so much. Welcome to the family. Thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. Really quick, before we go into this next part of the interview, and I feel like this is the perfect time to do this. And I see all y'all. I saw somebody say that they're watching from Zimbabwe right now. Somebody said Ireland. Australia, the UK, Canada. I mean, I love it. I love seeing every neck of the woods on this show. The show is international, and that is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. Okay. And I really, really do appreciate all your support. But there is something I want to just show you guys. Tyler Hackner, what's up, my brother? Thank you so much for the $1. I really do appreciate it. Belgium, Fabi just said, from Belgium, West Africa, West Africa. I can't do African accents. I'm sorry. But yes, welcome all y'all. Okay. London. Okay. I love it. Okay. So thank you so much for all the super chats and for all the members that are starting to join the channel and becoming a Pascal show member or a Pascal family member. I really do appreciate it. But one thing I wanted to show you guys really quick, because I see a bunch of y'all in here, and I figured this is the perfect time to show you a couple new designs that I have. I need to take down all this crap so it's so that you guys can see it clean, and then we're going to go into this latter half of this interview because it's worth the watch, and we're going to go into it. Trust. But I do have 2 new designs on my merch page. Please check them out. It all revolves around what we've been listening to and what we've been watching recently with these interviews. One of them is called Rando First Lie Part 82. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, she has been calling Johnny Depp's people who have gone up to speak their truth on the stand. She's been calling them randos. So I figured, why not have some fun and do a cool little design? And this is a shout out to my brother, the letter Hack, for creating these designs for me. We've been collaborating quite a bit recently on these special edition designs. So this is available right now on my merch page right now as we speak. So please go and check it out. You can get it in hoodies, t-shirts, whatever, you name it, you can get it over there. And then the last design is the part that I loved. Yesterday, she said Camille Vasquez convinced the world, or that Camille Vasquez was defending a man that convinced the world that he had scissors for fingers. So I decided, F it, let me make a design really, really quick, or have my brother, the letter Hack, create a really cool design for that as well. So that is available right now as we speak. Again, we do have a couple other designs real quick. I'll just show you those to you. There's also Poopgate. Okay. Boo did a boo-boo. All right. If you like that. And we also have Amber Who for Aquaman 2. And of course, you already see what the design is there. And then, of course, we have Heard versus, it basically is KFC, because there's one day she looked like Colonel Sanders up in this mug. Okay. So those are all available right now as t-shirts, hoodies, like I say, cups, phone covers, you name it, all available right now on my merch page. So please go check it out. Support the channel. I know some people already got some of their merch, and I'm glad you guys are enjoying them. Please, if you can, please take a selfie or something like that of that and send it to me via tag me in it on Twitter, or send it to me through Discord. I would love to be able to share with the rest of the fam the merch being worn on other people. So please go check it out, and when you get that done, boom, send it my way. Okay. Send it my way. Okay. So anyway. Oh, look at that. Okay. She tie-dyed one hoodie last weekend. That's what's up. Bam. See? And she's really great at those tie-dyes. Nur and I need to talk. We need to talk about that, because I want to get some tie-dye merch off and popping for sure. But like I said, we got to talk, Nur. Anyway. I appreciate all y'all for being here. Okay. Sean Gross said, your merch is some professional level trolling. Yeah. We're trying to have some fun with the baby. You know what I mean? Just having a little bit of fun. Okay. So I do appreciate the support. And if you like it, go check out the merch page. Okay. That would be really, really dope. Okay. So and I'm sure the fam will send you in the Laura Estrada. Yeah, you can message it to me on Instagram as well. The Pascal Show, one word. You can send it to me via Instagram or Discord, all that. Okay. And of course, you can always tag me in on Twitter. And of course, I keep saying follow me on Twitter. So I'm going to say it again. Follow me on Twitter, The Pascal Show, one word. Okay. But anyway, we got to get into the second half of this interview. Check out that merch if you can. I'll be sure to try to pin it at the top of this show so that you guys have it and all that. We'll do that right quick. I appreciate T. Thank you guys. Thank you, all the mods. All you guys are amazing. I just pinned it to the top, so go check it out. Okay. I really appreciate it. Check it out. Support the channel. Enjoy the merch. Have a few laughs and have a laugh. And let's get into this. Okay. Second half of this interview. Let's rock and roll. This all has to do with pledge, donating, pledge. So let's go.
Settlement to charity. It was revealed at trial that you haven't done so. $7 million.
If you have bruising, if you have injuries, it's fake. If you don't have any, then you weren't injured.
You had promised to donate the $7 million of your divorce settlement to charity.
Mm-hmm.
It was revealed at trial that you haven't done so yet. However, they played a tape where you stayed on the air that you have donated it. Do you think that raised questions as to your credibility with the jury?
I made a pledge, and that pledge is made over time by its nature.
When you say I donated.
Okay, over time, that's not true, but let's continue.
You know that everybody thinks that you've donated it, not that you've pledged it. So for the jurors sitting there,
right?
Do you think they felt like that was you getting caught in a lie?
I don't know, because I feel like so much of the trial was meant to cast aspersions on who I am as a human, my credibility, to call me a liar in every way you can. And
that was the trial. It was a credibility contest.
Bang. Yes,
and
it
was it.
This is another.
I need to give Savannah some mad props, but I'm going to roll that back just a little bit. I give her some props. She's pushing back. She's definitely pushing back. I give her mad props for that.
Call me a liar in every way you can. And
that was the trial. It was a credibility contest.
And
that was it.
This is another one of the examples where if you pull back and you think about it, I shouldn't have to have donated it in an effort to be believed. I shouldn't have had to earmark the entirety of that in order to have.
You shouldn't have, but once you said you did.
Right, which is where it was intended to go.
Heard.
Yes. Finally, we get a little bit of pushback from Savannah Guthrie. Okay. Like a lot more pushback from Savannah Guthrie. Yes. Okay. Thank you. This is exactly what I was waiting for, or what I was hoping to see in this, take part in this interview, that Savannah just doesn't sit there and say, okay, and just let the words wash over. Okay. But the words that are coming out of this woman's mouth right here too are still BS. She's going, oh, I shouldn't have had to earmark and do that and this, that, and the third. This is all about your rep. This is all about the credibility of you as a human being. If you were on the stand and you were going, okay, yeah, I could have done this, this, and this, and I didn't finish paying off what I said I was going to pay off and all that, then I feel like the jury would have understood that a little bit more, would have been cool with having your back on that if you took accountability for those said things, but you didn't. You should have. Damn right you earmark those things, because it's showing the credibility of you as a human being. What is your natural character? If you are just somebody who goes, I want nothing. Oh, I won $7 million, or I got $7 million in our divorce settlement, but I'm giving it away because I want nothing. Okay, then if you really don't want nothing, then show us the Carfax. Show us proof that you are actually giving that money back or giving that money to charity, giving it to the children. We talking about the children, y'all. The children. And you don't even want to spend or give the money to the children. It's disgusting and clearly shows what kind of person this person is. But anyway, we got a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Zoe Zeppelin. Hey, AH is always skirting around these questions, but never actually answering them. Yes, this spank, interesting. That's a new one. This spank needs to stop the lies and go away. P.S. Hi, Pascal and fam. How you doing, Zoe? You ain't wrong with that. You ain't wrong. I want nothing. I wanted nothing. Like, it's just ridiculous. Okay? Ridiculous. But let's continue. Okay? I wanted nothing. Nothing from him. So I'm giving it away. But yet she's going, oh, no, I pledged it. So I'm eventually going to give it to him. But you realize that for years, they never got that money. They never got the monies. They got a couple $100,000. But then after that, where did the money go? Where did the money go? They stopped. It stopped. She squeezed it off. Why? Because she was probably, vacationing and doing crazy amounts of things with the money instead of actually giving it to charity like she said she was going to do, or to those organizations and to the children's hospital. I mean, that's so ridiculous.
Says she still plans to honor that pledge.
How do you see your future now?
I get to be a mom, like, full time.
Okay, sorry. They shift gears, but I want to respond to that part about the donations thing. So we're going to roll that back just a second.
Earmark the entirety of that in order to have.
You shouldn't have, but once you said you did.
Right, which is where it was intended to go.
Heard says she still plans to honor that pledge.
Okay, let me just say this real quick. I'm going to say this real quick. That girl better freaking pay her dues. She better pay those pledges. She better make those donations to the fullest, if she can, that is. If she can. But on some real stuff, man, you talking about the kids, baby. You talking about the kids. So let me be real. You better pay that money. You better pay that money. We talking about the kids. Okay? Mr. T said anything for the kids. All right? I ain't with that. All right? I'm not with that. You better pay that money. Period. In fact, I'd be really happy if Johnny Depp was like, you know what, that 8.3 million, whatever that you owe me, actually, why don't you just pay off everything to ACLU? I don't need the money. Just send it to the ACLU, send it to the children's hospital, because the children need that money. Forget me. I'll make my money back in one movie. Fine. But then kids need that money. Period. Okay. Wendy's Cafe, thank you so much for the 10 Canadian. She didn't donate anything. It was all donated in her name by other people, as per the lawyer from the ACLU. That is true. Children's Hospital said she hasn't donated any money at all because she doesn't give a damn about them kids. She says, F them kids. Real talk. She's saying F them kids. And she got a kid of her own. We're going to get into that second part, but like I said, she bring more money. She bring more money. I'm just saying, she better pay that money. She better pay that money. Man, like, that makes her evil. I want nothing. I wanted nothing. That's ridiculous. You better pay that more money. All right.
How do you see your future now?
I get to be a mom, like, full time, where I'm not having to juggle calls
from agents and movie deals, because that's basically what her future is going to be, on how her future is going to unfold.
With lawyers.
One day you may want to tell your daughter about this or have to tell your daughter
Oh, this is the hard part.
about everything that you've gone through? What would you want to say?
I think no matter what, it will mean something. I did the right thing. I did everything I could to stand up for myself and the truth.
Okay, I'm going to roll that back because I got to respond to that. That's a big chunk, in my personal opinion. And I feel like these photos are just staged like crazy. I'm sorry. It doesn't seem like there's any genuine love at all in those photos. But that's just me, though. Obviously, I'm quite biased because of the BS that we have seen transpire as of recently. Okay. So I definitely feel some type of way about this. Melissa G, thank you so much for the $20. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so very, very, very much. Let's roll back a little bit and then I will react, which I've been doing a lot of. I'm so sorry. This stuff just heats me up. Sid Dave, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Depp made true on his commitment of global humiliation, and I'm so happy he did. She's an evil person. She will also lie to her daughter. Yeah, that's the part, Sid. You ain't jumping the gun. You just speaking on something that I'm going to speak on here in a second, which is very, very sad. And I see it in Savannah as well, which is not hilarious. You can see. I'm just going to roll it back, and I'll pause it right when it goes down. Okay, let me roll that back. I just feel like those are so fake. Those photos are so fake. So fake. But that's my personal opinion.
Honor that pledge.
How do you see your future now?
I get to be a mom.
Because that's the only job she's going to have for a little while until this whole thing blows over and Hollywood just says, yeah, it's fine. Just bring her back. But that's all she got now. Or maybe she'll become a barista at Starbucks. I don't know. The world needs more bartenders. So, well.
Like full time, where I'm not having to juggle calls with lawyers.
One day you may want to tell your daughter about this or have to tell your daughter about everything that you've gone through.
I hope to God, if she does talk to her child about this, because there's a part here you're going to see in a second, which I'm just going to play right now. Savannah says a lot in just a sigh. Take a look at this.
What would you want to say?
That whole sigh was a real, genuine, man, I feel bad for your kid sigh. The reason why I say this is because now her reputation, now her legacy, Amber Heard's legacy, is destroyed. She did get publicly humiliated out here, but it was because of her own doing. She made the bed. She gonna lie in it, right? But here it is. What about her own child? The person that's going to have to bear this burden or carry this burden for the rest of their life is Amber Heard's child. It's not only just Amber Heard walking in and walking around on this earth and everyone's just going, ooh, look at her. They're all going to sit there and go, oh, damn, that's Amber Heard's daughter, or that's Amber Heard's kid. Did the apple fall far from the tree or did it not? The legacy, the sins of, I hate to use this quote, but obviously the sins of the father, right? Lay onto the offspring, lay off onto the child. This little girl, this child that she has, is going to go on with life carrying the mistakes and the lies that Amber Heard has created. That bestowed upon this child, and that child has nothing to do with it. And unfortunately, that is the burden that child has to have. So when I see that sigh, I'm sorry, I paused. I even paused it when I was watching the interview this morning before I jumped on this live. As I'm watching this and I paused, I was like, oh, damn, she feels bad for that kid. Savannah was being real right there. She's like, what are you going to do about the kid? How are you going to talk to your child about this? Are you going to lie about this? Or are you going to be absolutely honest and say, do not make the same mistakes I did? Something to think about. Or is she going to also carry this on? The obviously the legacy of abuse that's in her family. If she really was, quote unquote, abused by her parents as a child, if that's actually true, she's obviously carried this on. She's doing it to her sister, allegedly. She was doing this to Johnny. Is she really taking care of this child? Real talk. Is she really taking care of this child? Somebody needs to check in on that, I think. I'm sorry to say that, but somebody needs to check in on that. I got a couple super chats real quick. I want to knock out a few of them before we go into this last half of this. I see a bunch of them. Judy, thank you so much. Judy Shannon, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so very much, because you got to remember, abuse also can be generational. It can also be passed on through generation and generation. So that is a part that I get very, very concerned about. Real talk. Sid Dave, thank you so much. $5 super chat. She's lied up so much that she can't take it back anymore. She can't say, yeah, I made up the bottle essay story. She has to lie, pretend her entire life now. Abso-freaking-lutely. She has to hold up to that lie. So is she going to be able to talk like this and tell the truth to her child? What kind of mother is she? Is she a good mother? Does she take care of her child? To me, it feels like, even in those photos that we saw, feels staged, feels fake. Maybe it's just because, obviously, I'm biased now because of this, the verdict and all that, and I feel some type of way about all the BS that she has spat out over the past couple months now, 8 weeks now, okay? But yeah, I get concerned about the kid. Thomas D, thank you so much for the $2. I really do appreciate it. She's playing Woe Is Me card. Abso-freaking-lutely. Absolutely. I got another one, and we're going to continue on in this story. Melissa G, wow, thank you again for 20. The highest super chat again, back to back. Thank you, Melissa G. Oh, she just said it too. DCF needs to check on that child. Absolutely. Definitely. I do agree with that. They need to, Child Protective Services, etc. They need to be looking into this child, because God knows what's going on in that home as well. Marshall Watson, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. That baby made $1 million because it's Elon's stolen embryos, or sperm, obviously. That is very, very true. That's true as well. And I guess she won't have to lift a finger if that is also Rocket Man's baby. If it is. If it's not, then, like I said, the world needs more bartenders. Okay. Mary C, the Purple Dragon Queen, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. She will lie till her dying day. She will not tell her child the truth. Have to pray for that little girl. Yes, I'm very concerned about it as well, because she's going to keep saying what she needs to say, because obviously there's speculations or stories out here of her possibly pushing a book out here very soon, so on and so forth. It is just absolutely insane to think that we are looking at somebody that could be fine, make money, and still be able to survive out here, especially in Hollywood as well. And she could honestly grace the silver screen. You never, ever know. God only knows what's going to happen here, and it's insane. So we will sit back biting our nails in anticipation for sure. Real quick, I see a bunch of y'all in here. Hit that like button down below. Send it past 1K. It doesn't cost a thing, doesn't burn no calories, but it helps this channel. Hit that like button down below. And if you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe button. Subscribe. Let's continue on to the rest of this interview. I'm going to roll it back a little bit, but you can see that sigh. To me, I feel like she is feeling for that child. She feels terrible for Amber Heard's child. That's what I think. She's like, oh my God, your children or your child's going to have to carry on the rumors and the labels and everything, the finger pointing. It's not only going to be with you, Amber, it's going to be with your child too for the rest of their living days. It's sad.
What you want to say?
I think no matter what, it will mean something. I did the right thing. I did everything I could to stand up for myself and the truth.
Heard and Depp's volatile relationship lasted just 4 years. Depp confirming his engagement to Me on Today in 2014.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Are you excited?
Yeah, very. She's a wonderful girl. She's sharp as a tack, wonderful, Southern belle, and sweet as can be, and very good for me.
Let me say this really quick, guys. Man, if we could only jump back in a time machine and go all the way back into that interview and just go, Johnny, run. That's it. If only we could go back and tell him to run. If only we can go to him and go, kick rocks, baby. No. Don't do Rum Diaries. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. I know it's a passion piece for your your fallen, your dead brother, Hunter S. Thompson, and all that stuff. But real talk, don't do it. No. Don't do it. Do another Pirates movie. Just run. Okay? Kick rocks. If you only knew, Johnny, what was about to unfold in your life. She's a Southern belle. Oh my God. She put on an act. You see the look on his face. He looked happy as hell. That is a man that is happy. That is a man right there that looks happy as hell. I'm sorry. She put on a good act. But let's continue.
Yeah, very.
He looks happy.
She's a wonderful girl. She's sharp as a tack. Wonderful, Southern belle, and sweet as can be, and very good for me.
He's happy as hell.
On the first day of the trial, you issued a statement, and part of the statement said, I still have love for Johnny.
Yes.
Is that still true?
Yes.
Okay.
After everything.
Absolutely. I love him.
Oh, I love him. I
loved
nothing.
him with all my heart. And I tried the best I could to make a deeply broken relationship work. And I couldn't. I have no bad feelings or ill will towards him at all.
Why would you have any bad feelings or ill will? You destroyed him. You wrecked him for years. So you got what you wanted. And you still got $7 million from his ass. Outside of that, I mean, you got what you wanted. Okay.
I know that might
Dear God.
be hard to understand, or it might be really easy to understand if you've just ever loved anyone.
Have mercy. Okay. She tried it. She tried it though. She's trying to, oh my God, it's so frustrating, yo. She's trying so hard to level with the general public here by saying, if you ever loved somebody, if you've ever loved somebody, then you would understand. I'm sorry. Loving someone does not cut off. If you love someone, you don't go off and cut off their finger. If you love someone, you're not going off and saying that you have been beaten, broken, SA'd with a bottle. Let's not forget that piece, y'all. SA'd with a bottle. And you're saying this is somebody that you love? No one who loves somebody does that. No one lies on them like that. You hold it down. You become the sword at their side whenever danger or bad things happen or a moment when they need that support. You're nursing them when they're sick. You're laughing with them at the funny moments, and you're crying with them at the most tragic moments. That's what love is. That's what a partner is. You become everything to that person. You do not sit here and lie, cut off a man's finger, take his money, destroy his career, say that he did all these heinous, terrible things to you. That's not love. Man, let me roll that back. I'm sorry. That is not love. Toenail.
I have no bad feelings or ill will towards him at all.
Mm-hmm.
I know that might be hard to understand, or it might be really easy to understand. If you've just ever loved anyone, it should be easy.
Depp's attorneys have said they do not see the verdict in this case as a setback to victims of domestic violence coming forward. Heard's legal team has said they do plan to appeal this summer. Quick note, we will have more of our conversation with Amber Heard during a special edition of Dateline, including evidence she says should have been included in the trial that would have bolstered her case.
This is the part I wanted to hold out for, because I said, maybe there's some real bombshell that's going to be dropped here on the interview. So let me roll that back one more time so you guys can hear that. Because allegedly, Friday, she's dropping new evidence. Allegedly, there's new evidence that we ain't never seen before that she gonna be dropping on Friday's exclusive tell-all interview, which we've already seen damn near 30 minutes of this biz naive. But apparently, she got more, and she got an exclusive with evidence. I'm gonna roll it back so you guys can hear it.
We'll have more of our conversation with Amber Heard during a special edition of Dateline, including evidence she says should have been included in the trial that would have bolstered her case. You can stream part of it, a sneak preview, tomorrow on Peacock.
That's the other thing, too. They're going, we're going to be putting it on the Peacock. Peacock! So they're going to be putting it on Peacock. Okay? So they got it on Peacock. They're going to be streaming some of it on Peacock tomorrow so that you have it. And then Friday, finally, you'll be able to see the entire interview live on Dateline, just so you know. So there's new evidence. I'm going to roll that back because I still can't believe it. I'm sorry. I still can't believe it. Let me roll it back.
We'll have more of our conversation with Amber Heard during a special edition of Dateline, including evidence she says should have been included in the trial that would have bolstered her case. You can stream.
Okay. So, guys, fellas, ladies, germs, kids, if you're a kid and you're watching this, I'm so sorry. Okay, you should be in school, or it's almost bedtime, I'm sure, if you're in some neck of the wood that you're watching this show. I'm just trying to find a still of her face. And so far, no luck so far. Wow. There we go. All right. So there it is, y'all. There's that third big ass breadcrumb that premiered today on the Today Show, sitting down with Savannah Guthrie. Let me say this really quick as we continue to look at these videos and all that, right? And we see these interviews and all that. Well, one, they're streaming a portion of it on Peacock tomorrow. I'm just gonna wait till Friday for that to drop, unless that stuff comes out, right? Unless that information or that stream actually does come out. There's no way I can actually, show the stream or anything like that. And I don't even have Peacock. I'm gonna be real. I don't have that streaming platform. But at the same time, whatever bombshell of evidence that Savannah Guthrie is teasing us with will only be seen on Friday. I guarantee you that. They're not going to show that on Thursday. They're stretching this out as long as they can because they want everybody, they mama watching this damn show. They want it. That's what they want. Now, Friday, I'm going to do my job and we are going to watch the show. We're going to watch the interview. Most likely it'll be seen after the actual interview has been taken out or has premiered, because obviously I have to do it in pieces and react and all that stuff. So I will be watching it live by myself just to see it with my own two eyes, and then I will watch it as a watch party with all y'all, and we will cut it down and break it down and watch the entire interview in its entirety. Okay. Now, the thing is with this piece, and I don't know how much more except for that bombshell. Apparently, there's new evidence that should have been put in as evidence. There's new evidence that should have been put in the trial that wasn't put in, but they say that should solidify Johnny Depp doing exactly what she has been obviously saying for years that he has done. If that's the only piece that they have, then we will only react to that piece, because there's no point of watching the entire thing that we've already watched already. So we will go through the pieces, or I'll watch the episode, the interview, and then we will look at the pieces that actually matter, pieces that we haven't already seen, because I don't need to go through all this BS again. And I don't think you guys want to see that BS. You want to see the evidence, and that's exactly what we're going to do. But here it is, though, guys, with this particular piece right here, this interview, to me, it's absolute trash. It's absolute BS. This is somebody who is basically finessing, jumping through hoops, trying to do everything she can and then some to basically save face. And just like Sid David just said earlier, she has to keep this for the rest of her life. This narrative, this dialogue, she has to stay with this for the rest of her life. It's just funny how she admitted on the stand in multiple occasions that this op-ed was about Johnny Depp, or that Johnny Depp is included into this thing. There was a whole smear campaign online trying to destroy this man's life. Real talk. She went above and beyond, and she had no problem using social media then. No problem whatsoever. But when people see her on the stand, lying through her teeth, as Camille Vasquez said, giving the performance of her life, which was a terrible performance, she turns around and says, oh, it's the wind. It's social media. It's social media's fault. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. And I honestly cannot wait for her to stop talking. I can't wait for her to do exactly what she said she's going to do, which is go be a mom. And that's the thing. I am very concerned. Okay. I am very concerned with what how she's going to be with her child. I am concerned about that. And I think all of us are. We're all wondering how she's going to be. I think, or I hope, that she learns from her mistakes, but it doesn't seem like that's in the cards here. I feel like she's going to raise this child and keep saying some BS. That's what it feels like. But then again, maybe after all this dies down, after all this craziness is over, maybe she will be able to come to terms with the decisions that she's made, realize the mistakes that she's made, and she'll be able to move forward and be a great mom. That's what I'm hoping for. But that's the thing. When Savannah was like, and I know everybody's like, oh, maybe you guys are going, oh, you're overanalyzing the sigh. To me, that sigh said a lot. To me, that said, because obviously Savannah Guthrie, I'm assuming, is a mother as well. She knows about her children. Her children have to, if Savannah Guthrie was out here, any of us were out here doing anything bad that was publicly shamed, all right, I'd be very concerned about how my child is going to move forward in the world, especially when they have to have the world look at their parent as a known liar. It's concerning for me. And you also got to remember, if she really came from abusive parents, and if she allegedly is being abusive to other people, that is a generational line of abuse that she is going to instill into this child, because she will, or she might, put her hands on her own child for whatever reason it may be. And I am concerned about that. The other things we've already seen a million times before. We've seen her lies on the stand, all that. We are just seeing her try to jump through this obstacle course of an interview with Savannah Guthrie. I will say this, though, too. Savannah didn't let up, which I do have mad props or mad respect to Savannah Guthrie. But I wish, and maybe we'll see this on Friday, but I wish Savannah, I know that they only have a certain amount of time, you know what I'm saying? But I wish they would sit there and pull out the audio files, pull out the videos, show her, play them right there in front of her face and say, you say this, but this is what happened here. Take a listen. You see what I'm saying? Just show her, like, just throw it in her face. Throw it all in her face and see how she squirms. Gen X B word, Gen X bitch. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Can the court stop the Today Show from airing this new supposed evidence? You know what? And or continuing to defame him? Absolutely. The good question. That's a very, very good question. I don't know. Maybe there could be a court order. There could be that from Johnny Depp's team. But God knows what she has up her sleeve. We don't even know what's up her sleeve right now. So we'll just have to wait. But if she does put this thing out there and it's proven to be false or fake, even so, I mean, that Johnny Depp's team could slap her in the face with another defamation lawsuit if it's fake. If it's fake. Because Elaine said something earlier in one of the interviews. She said there was text messages from Johnny Depp where he's basically crying and trying to apologize for kicking her and all that stuff. Maybe that's the information. Maybe those are the text messages that will be shown. Maybe it's new video. Like I said, I've always wanted to see the big revealing piece of evidence, whatever it may be. She didn't do any of that during the trial. So, we'll see what happens here. It's frustrating though. Lynn Rizzer, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Samantha was in her past an attorney who dealt with DV issues, so she's full aware she's lying. Yes, absolutely. And you can see it in her eyes. I don't think that Savannah Guthrie even believes Amber Heard. Because he's probably sitting there going, I have done so many trials. I have seen so many things. I do not believe this woman. And you could tell in the interviews, in all these pieces, you could tell she's very skeptical, and she's asking the right questions. You know, the first clip or the first breadcrumb that they dropped, I was thinking, she's being a little nice. You know what I mean? She's being a little nice to Amber. But then the second one, I was like, okay, she's starting to unleash a little bit. And then this one, I was like, okay, the claws are starting to come out. So hopefully Friday she comes out with everything, because I don't think she believes her. I really don't think she believes her. She really doesn't, I don't think. Her husband was a consultant to the Team Depp as well. So I'm assuming she's on the side of, I don't believe this woman at all. She is a full-on liar. But we're here to talk about it because ratings and because the rest of the world is obsessing over this trial. But we'll see. Like I said, this was the final or the penultimate episode or interview, breadcrumb, for the big interview that happens Friday night. I will be watching that for sure. Friday night. Okay. I know that they say that they're going to be leaking a clip or a piece of the interview on Peacock, the NBC's streaming site and all that. If that actually is true, or if it is something worthwhile and it goes out, then I might talk about that. I might bring that up tomorrow. But at the same time, I'm waiting for Friday to watch the whole thing, see what goes down, and then come on with you guys and react to the whole thing, because it's salacious. It's insane. This whole thing has been insane. And this might be the last time. Thank God, I hope. Okay. But this may be the last time we see Amber Heard on camera talking about any of this stuff. And I hope that is the case, because I'm ready to move the F on. There are so many other stories we need to talk about, my brothers and sisters, my little babies. We need to talk about a lot of other things. KL Cool, hey, what's up, man? Love you too. All right, I appreciate all y'all for being in here, okay? Real quick, Sarah Moore, $5 super chat. Like you said, I think AH has a text from S. Deuters, I guess, about the kick, and that's it. Yeah. The rest is psych notes, speculation. AH equals severe mental health issues. Yes. And if that is the case, if that is like the text messages and all that, then that would be fairly revealing. But I would love to know what the context of said kick and all that stuff is too. You see what I'm saying? You got to know what's going on. You can't just automatically go, oh, what he could be. It could mean many different things. Okay. But of course, if that is the text message, we will definitely hear it right here on the Pascal Show and talk about that. And we will dive into it, because like I've said before, I want to make sure that we have the full truth, unbiased, and then we can come up with our own opinions about everything. And I've said this, and I'll say it again before too. I think both of them were terrible with each other. I don't think that Johnny is just an angel and Amber Heard is the devil. I think both of them were very, very bad to each other. I think both of them did incredibly horrible things to each other. Just one lied about it and another one took accountability for it. Period. That's what I see. But anyway, guys, that is the show today. I really do appreciate all y'all for being on. Real talk, I really do appreciate all y'all for being on. It's been a wonderful one. You know what I'm saying? It's been absolutely fantastic. And I really do appreciate the subscribers and the support from all y'all. It has been absolutely amazing. Do me a favor before we head out, before we wrap everything up, do me a favor, hit that like button down below. Send it past, let's see where we're at here. man, we're not at 1K yet, but hit that like button down below. Send it past 1K for me. That would really, really mean a lot. I see a bunch of y'all in here still tuning in, still being a part of the conversation. So please hit that like button down below. Send it past 1K before you leave. It doesn't cost a thing. And also, if you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe button. Subscribe. And again, I got that merch. And if you liked any of those designs, please go check it out. It is tagged at the top of my chat on YouTube. Please check it out. Got some brand new merch designs. Please go check it out. Support, because this is only for a limited time only. And then we are going to be moving on to much more greener pastures and other subjects as well. Okay. So anyway, guys, I appreciate all y'all for being here. Hold on. I think I got I have a super chat. Let me get that really quick. Marco Ramsey, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. This is the best reality ever see. Okay. It was so fun and educational, I guess. Best pleased to see it is in your channel. Okay. Well, Marco, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for finding my channel and being a part of the conversation and all that. Yes, we're here to talk about all these stories, and there's a lot of more stories to talk about, which I'll be covering in a couple pop-up videos, so be on the lookout for those. Hit that notification bell so you know when I go live or whenever I do an upload of one of my pop-ups. That would be really, really appreciated. I appreciate all y'all for coming on. Okay, you guys have been incredible. I appreciate all y'all support. We got a buttload of other conversations and stories to talk about here very soon. But for a fact, Friday night we will be doing a watch or a reaction to the full interview. We're gonna get into it that day, and it's gonna be amazing. Again, one more time before I go, hit that like button down below. Send it past 1K before you head off. If you appreciated the conversation, hit that like button. 1K. Hit that like button. And do not forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, okay? Support this channel. Check out the merch. Check out that join button. And check out Patreon. And I got the Cash App as well. Anyway, guys, it is time to get going. I appreciate all y'all. You've been so wonderful, okay? And it's always been amazing to chop it up with my fam from all over the world. Because we international, baby. Yeah. Anyway, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I will see you guys very, very soon. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.